Okay, thank you, Professor Wotongson, and good afternoon. Well, as Dr. Mr. Chair has mentioned, that Cambodia may be going to be the next rice exporter in the region. I have something to share with you also about this agriculture, nutrition, and health. I think by now, maybe every one of us would agree that there is connectivity between agriculture, productivity, nutrition, and health. Well, with the increasing in agricultural production, the expectation is that there will have a kind of positive impact to poverty incident and also to the what we call nutrition or malnutrition in the country. Let me share with you about the experience from Cambodia, where we started after we can call the year zero when the Khmer Rouge government has fallen during the time when Cambodia relied heavily on assistance from international community. So yes, we receive a lot of food aid. Well, one thing I like to tell you that in Cambodia, rice is almost everything. When we talk about rice, we talk about food. When we talk about agriculture, we talk about rice. And when we talk about nutrition, people also, well, traditionally anyway, refer to rice as well. So rice is almost everything. When we talk about in here, as I said, in the beginning, in the year zero when we just started after the war, conflict, and everything, then with the intervention of technology and international community, we could achieve self-sufficient. And after that, we have now, as in 2009, it was reported about more than 2 million tons of rice can be is reported as a surplus. So it is really a good thing to learn. But in the meantime, we can say that according to the statistics showed, the reduction in poverty is still not significant. We still have more than 30% of our population living under poverty line of $1 per day. And we have also more than 20% undernourished population. It's still very high. So I think that there is for sure indication of decreasing in poverty and also decreasing in undernourished people population, but it is not straight line. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Well, so the complexity of this connectivity, I think, is really more than that, and I'm sure we have been here. Well, we haven't heard. We have heard many stories about this connectivity. So I can just want to say that despite we have good productivity, and productivity is increasing so much in the last decade, but poverty is still there. So intervention from other field, it is required. And I think Dr. Patani has mentioned a lot of that already. Well, with that respect, I just want to share with you about how we are going to fight with that, or maybe the solution that I just think that we need to go. because my background is more on research side, so I feel that technology intervention is still the main, the primary one that we still need to consider. Why I'm saying that? Because the spy yield is in the last few years, yield or productivity in crop has been increased so much, but yield is not the only thing that we need to have. Yeah. So incorporation of other thing, criteria, maybe nutritional value and maybe health issue should be considered as well in the development of maybe varieties that we like to develop and we like to what you call give to the farmers. So that one thing I still think that we really need to work or need to focus on that, because when we talk about the demand of increasing in the demand of food, and also because of the climate change, variety is still a very important factor that we need to consider. But as I mentioned, it's not only yield per se. We should also include nutritional and also health criteria in that as well. My second point, I feel that when we talk about nutrition, we talk about diverse food. So in agriculture also, we should talk about diversification, because we all believe that, I can see that in Cambodia, rice, maybe traditionally thinking rice is everything, is food. But even rice productivity is high, but malnutrition is still there. So diversification should be strongly considered. We like diverse food, so we should also look about diversification, different crop, and not only crop. We should talk about integrated agricultural production as well. So fish, animal husbandry, cereal crop, and horticulture should be there as well. Well, I think my third point for that is when we talk about post-harvest product processing. This is also another important issue, because when we talk about crop, it's really a kind of seasonal thing. So sometimes we have what you call we have big flood of agricultural produce in the market, but sometimes we don't have. So the price is really dictated of by that as well. So I feel that processing is another important issue, but also in the processing part, because through processing, maybe we can also alter some nutritional value of the product that we have, and maybe we can also can have some sort of what you call additive that can also be harmful to the health of the people. So I think we need also to have a big attention for that as well. Well, my fourth point, I think training is another issue that we need to consider. I think my time is finished, so thank you very much for your attention.